Well, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Travel with DannyDeb. You know, we are so excited for this episode because we're going to show you how we visited 5 countries in just 8 days.
Now you might ask, how did we do such a thing of visiting that many countries in that many days? Well, we took a Mediterranean cruise on MSC Cruise Lines.
We did, and it was a trip of a lifetime, I tell you. But I think, Deb, we should maybe, because there's so much on this trip, I think we're going to break it up. Let's talk about the ship first.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And then we'll go into the ports of call.
Perfect.
All right. Well, listen, MSC stands for, do you remember?
Mediterranean Shipping Company.
Yep, and we were not being shipped. Well, sort of.
We kind of were.
Yeah, so MSC started out as a shipping company. They're the world's largest privately owned shipping company. And now they ventured into the passenger cruising industry. And I'm glad they did because they have a number of ships. The one we were on, that was a beautiful ship.
It was so gorgeous. It was the MSC GRANDIOSA.
Well, you know, Deb, it's a very large ship. So why don't we first start out with food?
The buffet, it's called the Marketplace Buffet, and it's kind of up towards the top of the ship. And you can go up there and you go in and there's like at least 4 or 5 different lines for food. And we would go up for breakfast, get up there kind of early-ish because the lines are a lot less.
So this is what's really nice. At night, you are assigned a table every night.
Yep.
But what's great about this is you are with other people from the ship and you're assigned to them the whole cruise.
Right.
So we ended up with friends from Canada.
That's right.
About 3 different couples. You know?
It was great.
So the food there is fabulous.
Yeah. It's totally included in your package and it was absolutely delicious.
Well, Deb, let's talk about those specialty restaurants that we noticed when we actually bought our ticket.
So we decided to buy a couple different packages to the specialty restaurants, and one was for a steakhouse, and the other one was more of a seafoody kind of house. But what was cool is that there was a show attached to the price of the specialty restaurant that you could go to after you had dinner that also included a cocktail.
Yeah, so we did 2 specialty restaurant experiences. Steakhouse, the seafood. We'd probably not do the seafood again.
No, we really love the steakhouse though.
Yeah, so highly recommend searching your options for specialty. And I think it's worth the extra $70 we paid.
Oh, it totally was worth it.
Yeah. Well, I was not disappointed with the food, were you?
Nope, not me.
Let's talk about drinks and drink packages because when you're going to order your MSC cruise or any cruise, you're going to start seeing these packages. We did not get a package, did we?
We didn't. We decided not to. I mean, we really looked at how much the package cost and how much you would actually have to drink to make it worthwhile. And so we didn't get it. Now, that being said, the drink packages include sodas and that kind of stuff. But if you don't get a drink package, you can get water, coffee, iced tea, all that kind of stuff.
Juice in the morning.
Yeah, juice at breakfast. So we didn't really feel like it was worth it because you're really not on the ship during the day anyway. You're out on, whatever port you're at. We just really didn't feel like it was worth that amount of money.
Well, Deb, we had many options for rooms on MSC. If you get an inner cabin, they're very, very inexpensive compared to the other cruise lines.
Yeah.
But when you're going to do a Mediterranean cruise, we looked at getting a balcony because we thought, if we're going all the way to Spain to jump on a ship,
right,
we're not going to skip and not get a balcony. I'm glad we did.
I am too. It was really delightful.
It was. What's amazing about the GRANDIOSA, and I'm sure the other MSC cruise ships, would be the theaters. On the front of the ship, you had this massive theater, and it was bigger than I thought.
Oh, yeah. What do you think it held? Like 750?
No,
1,000? It was
people.
1,000 people.
Yeah, and the shows they put on were so much fun. But Deb, my favorite theater is in the back of the boat.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the theater in the round.
Yep.
Remember that one?
That one was cool. And that was the theater we went to when we bought the
steakhouse.
The steakhouse packages.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really amazing.
Before we move on to the rest of the experience, we have to give a shout out to Wilson. Wilson was our cabin steward, and we never received service like we did from Wilson. Well, listen, we should talk about getting there a day and a half early. Listen, you're flying all the way from whatever country you're coming from.
Yeah.
And you want to put a buffer of 1 to 2 days before you go on the ship. And there's 2 reasons for this. For safety, to make sure you make the boat, because they're not going to wait for you. But 2, to acclimate for the time change. But then Barcelona, or whatever port of call you're going into, is worth exploring.
Oh, yeah.
So take 2 days in and 2 days out on the back end and explore the port of call. Barcelona, out of all the countries we visited, is highly our favorite.
Barcelona was beautiful. It had so many things to see and do. And our hotel, the Barcelona House Hotel, was fabulous. It's right in the middle of the Gothic Quarter. Highly recommended. It was clean, reasonably priced. You could drop off your luggage early and they would lock it up in a room until you get in your room. It had good internet. And it had a full breakfast every morning, which was...
It was a great breakfast.
Really, really good.
So right outside our door from the Barcelona house, we just walked down about a half block, took a left, and we ended up in this beautiful square with restaurants, rooftops, and there were street performers.
Yep, yeah.
I love that place.
It was great. We had so much fun in that square. We went back there often during our time in Barcelona.
So Deb, our first adventure in Barcelona was that beautiful cathedral.
Oh, the Sagrada Familia? That's a cathedral that's being built, and it's been being built for like 150 years. It's still being built, and it was designed by the architect Gaudi, and it is absolutely breathtaking. I've never seen anything like that building in my whole entire life, and if you go to Barcelona, you have to go and check it out.
Have to. And as we were walking back from the cathedral, we suddenly stumbled across buildings that were designed by this guy. Remember those?
Yeah, there were a bunch of them, and there's actually a park that's inspired by his architecture. He's very famous, and I would highly recommend you go check all of that out.
Well, speaking of park in Barcelona, we stumbled across the graves of the Romans.
Yeah, they had little like sepulchers, you know, in this whole little area of Roman graves.
So our first port of call was Tunis, or Tunisia, and we're very excited about this. Now, we made a couple mistakes.
Yes, we did.
Let's talk about excursions real quick.
Yeah, so when we booked our trip, we decided to book 2 excursions, and one of those was to Pompeii, and the other one was to Florence Pisa. And we decided not to do an excursion in Tunisia. The actual name of the port we were in was La Goulet, and the ruins of Carthage are right by there. But we had decided, since we're seeing Roman ruins in Pompeii, that we weren't going to spend the money to go to Carthage.
Right.
Well, we now kind of wish we had. Why don't you tell them about that?
Now, God bless Tunis and Tunisia. But we learned a big lesson. We took a cab from the cruise ship. We split it with another couple from our dining table that we met, the Canadians. And there's a little scam that goes on with the cab drivers. So we're supposed to go to Medina, and they booted us out. He booted us out like halfway.
Yeah.
And he had probably, who was his brother-in-law, waiting to get us in another cab so they could double the money.
Right.
And I refused, and I would not go. Without going into that story of Tunis, just take the excursion in Tunis and Tunisia to Carthage and stay with the bus.
Yeah.
Don't venture off on your own. Trust me, you don't want to do that.
Yeah. I mean, that being said, once we were like on our own in the city, we kind of roamed around for a while, and we found a market place, which was really cool, really reminiscent of Indiana Jones, which was kind of filmed in that same area. You know, we just kind of roamed around, and then we tried to get back to the ship.
Yeah. I mean, when all is said and done, Deb, we stepped onto the continent of Africa.
That's right. And we weren't typical travelers.
No, we weren't. Everybody else went on that bus to Carthage, which we wish we did.
But not us.
No.
But it was worth it in a weird kind of way. I'm glad we did what we did, because it was an adventure.
It was an adventure, and we will not hide the fact that we did pray to get back to the boat.
That's right. We were a little concerned.
Yeah.
And it was all fine. We got back just fine, and it was It was a great day.
Yeah, it was. So then we left Tunis, and the next day we wake up in
Palermo, Sicily.
So Palermo, Deb, did I say that right?
You did. Palermo is the capital of Sicily. It's a vibrant, culturally rich city that blends diverse historical influences, stunning architecture, and delicious cuisine.
Oh, I love the cuisine.
Oh, the food was so good there, wasn't it?
It was
I mean, like,
phenomenal.
oh my gosh, I thought I'd gained 50 pounds just walking around there that day. But Palermo has a super long history that spans over 2,700 years.
Oh my goodness, that's way before Christ.
It sure is. And it had a lot of influences from the Phoenicians, the Romans, Byzantines, Arabs, Normans, and Spaniards.
Well, I think Palermo was an amazing stop. We get on the boat,
Yeah.
and what's nice is you're entertained on the boat. You usually
Yeah.
got a show to go to, or you got dinner, and
Yeah.
they have a casino. We didn't really go to the casino.
Yeah, we're
but-
not really much gamblers,
Not
besides maybe a pull tab here and there.
There you go.
So Naples was our next stop, and this was high on my bucket list of things to do because I have always wanted to go visit the ruins of Pompeii. So we did buy an excursion to Pompeii, and it was fabulous. And it was a really nice excursion. We had a nice bus, and we had a great tour guide. And one of the other fun things was on the way to Pompeii, we got to stop at a cameo factory. And I guess they've been carving cameos in Naples since before the Romans were there. So we could actually watch people carve them, and they were beautiful.
They were. Is that where the bougainvilleas were?
Oh,
outside?
yeah. Yep.
Beautiful
Yeah.
bougainvilleas.
It was gorgeous.
What took my breath away is when I saw the volcano that killed all those people.
So the eruption was so forceful, it buried that whole city of Pompeii under feet and feet and feet of ash.
Yeah.
So everything is like super well preserved in it.
Yeah, and we walked through that, probably only a third of
Right.
Pompeii. It's huge.
It is big.
But some of the mosaics that survived, you get to see the positions these poor people were when they were trying to get away from the
Yeah.
hot ash, and they
Yeah.
froze, their bodies were like frozen in position.
They were, yeah.
And it was really sad.
Yeah, it was amazing though. I mean, the stuff that still exists to this day, and there's still a third of that city they haven't even excavated yet. So it's exciting to think about what else they might still find there.
So let's talk about those excursions, why they might be profitable and important. Pompeii, for example, or the other ones we did, if they are late and you don't get back to the ship, they have to hold a ship for you.
That's right.
But if you go out on your own and you're late, it's hasta la vista, baby. That boat is gone.
Yep,
And you have to fly to the next city, and it's going to be very expensive.
that's right.
Yeah, so if you do go out on an excursion, get it through the ship. That way you're guaranteed.
Yeah, gives you a lot of peace of mind, to be honest. It was great.
Well, I think Pompeii was a highlight.
It was.
Our next adventure the next day is going to be Florence and Pisa.
Pizza, yep.
Wow, talk about that one. Again, another excursion, highly recommended.
Yep. So we bought a 2-city excursion through MSC, and we got on the bus, and we had a great tour guide. And our first stop was at Pisa. So they just let us loose there for like an hour and a half maybe.
That was fun.
And we could roam around and take pictures and check everything out. And it was so beautiful and so amazing. And we had great weather. And it was just really fun. And then everybody had to meet up at a certain time at a certain location. Of course, we had a couple late people that everybody was getting perturbed about.
There's
But,
always somebody who doesn't listen and they're late.
Yeah, but they weren't that late. And we got back to the bus on time.
Yeah.
So tell us about Florence a little bit.
Oh, man. Well, Deb introduced me to Florence through some videos she showed me on YouTube, other travelers that went there.
Yeah.
And Florence, the historic architecture, the bridge that goes over the river.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot the name of that bridge, but you're seeing it right now. It's just beautiful. But Deb and I they dropped us off. We could roam around for a couple hours on our own. And Florence is one of the most beautiful cities I've seen out there.
Ooh, and the pasta we had for lunch
Oh,
was to die for. It was just like, I was like, what about Bob moment.
Oh, yeah.
When I was eating that stuff, it was amazing. The other thing about that excursion is we did buy the excursion with the guide for Florence, but he gave us the choice of going off on our own or following him, and then meeting back up again. So we decided we're just going to go do our own thing. So that's what we did, but we easily found our group back at the end of the day and made it back to the ship on time.
Yeah, and the bus ride up there is fantastic.
Yeah.
You go through the countryside before
so
you get
pretty.
there. Probably was an hour drive.
Probably,
hour and a
yeah.
half.
Yeah, because the actual name of the port was Livorno, and that was, off on the water, so you had to go inland a bit to go see these two places. So it was well worth it.
Back to the ship, back to a few more shows that night, another bottle of wine on the balcony.
Yep.
And it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Now we sail all night and we wake up in France.
That's right. We were in Marseille,
I'm sure you all probably saw the movie
the Count of Monte Cristo.
Monte Cristo, yeah, with Jim Caviezel. Oh, great movie.
Yeah.
We went out to the island where he supposedly was
Yeah.
captured and taken to, and that island out there is creepy, cool at the same time, but really breaks your heart when you go inside and into the prisons where these inmates were kept. You see the etching in the wall of the years they've been there, and there's graffiti that they carved in.
It's really sad.
Yeah, horrible existence out on the Chateau d'If.
Yep. So in Marseille, we went down to the old port and we were able to catch a ferry out to the Chateau d'If, and it was pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, just the ride itself, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it was fun taking that because you saw a lot of like little islands inside the bay there, and it was really cool.
I love the marina. Just driving through the marina was great. And what's fun is we watched an old movie from the 70s. I don't know, it's James Bond or one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, the French Connection too.
Was it? Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, with Gene Hackman. Yeah, they were right in the marina we were sailing at. It was kind of cool.
That's right.
So Marseille, France, for sure. And if you can get up to the cathedral, do it. But Chateau d'If for sure.
Yeah, it was so fun and so cool to actually say that you've been there. So yeah, we'd recommend doing that.
So we got on the ship,
Yeah.
and then sailed all night long, and then we wake up back in Barcelona.
That's right.
Yeah, and we spent another day and a half in Barcelona, which highly recommend again. And overall, Deb, let's talk about MSC overall.
Yeah.
Would you do an MSC trip again?
Oh yeah, 100%. I would totally do them again.
And in fact, we are doing them again.
We are.
We're doing the Greek Isles next year, and can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, so try MSC. You're not going to be disappointed, and they are all over the world.
Yeah.
If you're in the United States, they sail out of Miami and also I think Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, they're all over the Caribbean now. So if you want to give them a test drive, highly recommend doing that.
Well, thanks everybody so much for hanging out with us on this amazing adventure on MSC Cruise out of Barcelona. And listen, we got another adventure coming up in a couple months. We hope you stick around. And if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button, which you'll see right there. A little bell. If you hit the little bell, then you're going to get notified when we post another video. And if you hit the like button, that helps us in the algorithms and so on.
That'd be great.
So listen, stay with us until the next episode of Travel with DannyDeb.